Hello, I'm Salasi and welcome to the Cartels video raid guides. Today we're back in Bast in the Twilight and we'll be looking at the final boss in that encounter, Cho'gall. In 10 man we do this with 2 tanks, 2 healers and 6 DPS. Now Cho'gall's mechanics work pretty much around a corrupted blood mechanic, as you can see popped up in the UI there. It does different things, but basically when it gets to 25% it needs to be dispelled. When it gets to 50% you're going to start being sick on everyone, and then at 75% you're going to grow a tentacle out of your head and start spewing shadow bolts at your raid. Now essentially you just don't do that by not gaining corrupted blood. You'll gain corrupted blood by standing in fires or getting hit by the adds that he spawns periodically through phase 1. Now the big ability in this is worship. Worship, it needs to be dispelled, interrupted. All things work, like for instance scatshot works, everything. So you assign your interrupts on vent for worship to you all stack up in a group behind him, and that's it. When he spawns his corrupted adherents, the ranged are going to be assigned to get on the corrupted adherent and get him down. We take the corrupted adherent to the back of the room because when the corrupted adherent dies he's going to produce these blood adds. Now these blood adds are going to travel towards the boss, so you need to create a channel between where the bloods are going to spawn and the boss as far away to give you as much time as possible to DPS them down, because we're grouping the group up directly behind the boss. Now the first blood is going to produce 5, the second one is going to produce 5 as well, so the next time round you're going to have 10 to deal with, and after that 15, and if you're unlucky enough to go through 4 adds before you push him into phase 2 you're going to have 20. So we assign the hunters to the bloods first, and then on the second wave we had another assist, DPS assist, we had the mage, and on the next wave we had everyone, so that we could concentrate DPS on Cho'gall to get him down to 25% to push him into phase 2 as quickly as possible. We chose to do it this way with 6 DPS, so we would only ever push 3 adds, so we're only ever going to have to get 15 of the bloods down. Frost traps and all other slows work on the bloods really well, so that's great. If you get effective with worship, you need to call it out, so you get silenced, interrupted, so it's off you, especially if you're got a job like myself and it's time to get on the corrupted adherents. You don't want to be worshipped, so you need to be calling that out. Okay, so the second corrupted adherent spawning, we're gonna tank him back in the room and kill him essentially next to where we killed the other one, so we've got all the adds coming out in the same thing. Now we're basically standing in a line of sight of where the main group is and where the boss is, so everything's spawning in a line, and when the blood spawn we kill him. The other mechanic in this phase, you'll notice the swirly patches forming on the floor and the missile hitting them. I've not really gone into that much because it's raid 101 really. If the swirly patch forms on the floor, don't be standing in it. A missile is going to hit and it's going to cause you a lot of damage, but you shouldn't be standing in stupid stuff like that anyway. Alright, so back to the real mechanics. So we've got more DPS on the bloods this time because we've got more bloods coming out, so we've proportioned the right amount of DPS to the bloods to the boss, using all our slows and all the good stuff, and then we get back to the boss. Particularly in this encounter here we had 1 blood evading, so I personally was staying back to see what that blood was doing. As soon as I'd see that he wasn't a threat, divert DPS back to Cho'gall. Okay, so stack back up so you can keep dealing with worship. Really the adds and the interrupts are the key to phase 1 of the encounter and mastering as much DPS on Cho'gall as possible. Like I say, we never pushed the 4th add. We ignored the 4th add and pushed him through because we managed to have enough DPS to get through before the 4th add got to the point where he was going to turn into adds. Okay, so this is going to be our last corrupting adherent we're going to get down. So again, it's rinse and repeat. We're switching off. We're going to drop him down at the back there near the others. We'll have all the ranged DPS on this. We're a very ranged heavy group, so we're having basically all the DPS switch to this, staying out of those missiles on the floor. If you see a swirly debuff move, I was even a little slow there myself. Okay, so he's going to go down now. We're going to have 15 adds spawning. After that we're going to get back to the boss, and we're going to burn him all the way through to phase 2. Right, so we get these ads down now. It's important that you get these down real quick. Multi-shot, 2 hunters seem to sort of OP this part of the encounter. So that worked for us. Stay out of fires, get grouped back up, and now burn Cho'gall like crazy. Now, when we go into phase 2, it's really a tank and spank, but he's going to form these tentacles, and your corrupted blood is where you've got to manage that now. We've kind of managed to keep it low throughout the whole encounter because we haven't been getting hit by stupid stuff. You get hit by stupid stuff, that corrupted blood meter is going to be full, and you're going to be experiencing all the bad stuff. But essentially in phase 2, it's a race against that. Now he's going to produce these tentacles. It is that adds over boss phase, so we assigned a DPS leader and everyone else assisted that person, so whatever tentacle he was targeting, they would all target that and DPS them down in order. You need to get the tentacles down in order, focus fire, and then back on the boss. That's the only way you're going to complete the encounter. You can't have people tunneling off and just doing the boss. You've got to assign a DPS leader, follow them, get the 4 tentacles down, then get the boss down. You'll see as we push him into phase 2 exactly what I mean. So it's coming up now. The corrupting adherents come out. We're going to ignore the corrupting adherent this time round. We don't need to pay any attention because we're pushing it through.
Oh, get out of fire.
I'm going to include the vent for the last proportion.
Assist the last.
This fight, as you can see, they've called to assist me. I'm the DPS lead, so they need to follow my targets and get down the darker creations.
Use your bubble.
It really is a tank and spank. Stay spread out. People will be getting to the 50 and 75% of the corrupted blood mechanic, so they're going to start being sick and getting tentacles, so you need to spread out to reduce the amount of damage throughout the raid. Assist the target, get the darkened creations down, and then divert DPS back to Cho'gall.
Got it.
See, I'm at 50% now, so I'm going to start being sick everywhere. I need to make sure that I haven't got anyone within my range. Darkened creations, just
Switch to the set up. Bruin, use your divine hymn.
Skargan has his sickness.
just stay out of the way of everyone.
That's fine. Turn away from.
Get that last darkened creation down. Load all DPS cooldowns on Cho'gall right now. Just DPS Cho'gall, going up. Well, that's about all the tips I have. I hope you and your guild good job, guys. Nice have as much fun as we did getting this encounter down. And see you again.